Hello everyone, Guys with you back with,
Andrew B.
and we are continuing coming out on top. It's Monday, so, looks like a busy week ahead. You've got an oral presentation coming up, but, not that kind of oral presentation based on that dream from last time, sadly. Before long, it's time for your next anatomy lecture. Your stomach's in ropes. You're vaguely aware that Alex is lecturing about the digestive system.
Blah 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 blah. Duodenum blah blah.
Duodenum.
Duodenum.
Peristalsis? Really?
I just blah 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 blah.
Yeah. You can almost feel your IQ dropping slowly. All you can think about is what happened in the locker room. You realize you're going to have to get some extra studying in just to overcome these distractions. 90 excruciating minutes later.
James, have a moment.
Yeah, sure.
Great. Let's head to my office. I really wanted to talk to you about Saturday, James.
Your heart starts to pound. Shit. Alex lets out a deep sigh.
I did a lot of mulling over. The fault was mine, and I accept full responsibility. Shouldn't let it get to that point. Can't tell you how disappointed I am with myself. If I've led you on in any way, James, I'm sorry. Want to clarify, nothing can happen between us, not now, not ever.
You feel a weight drop between the two of you, like a giant boulder crushing your dreams. Oh, I see.
I understand.
I understand. Alex breathes a sigh of relief.
Thank you for understanding.
It's irrational, but you feel a dull ache in your stomach. The pangs of rejection. Sure, no problem. You reach for the door. You jerk back as the door suddenly opens on its own. Ifs, didn't realize I was interrupting something. The door was halfway open. I thought it was open office hours.
What do you need, Graham?
I'm proposing a faculty meeting at the end of the month to allow us to review Orland's policies with regards to the faculty's code of conduct.
Code of conduct?
The ethical standards we as professors purport to uphold throughout our careers at this fine institution. And there's something else I wanted to discuss with you as well.
James, excuse me, I need to speak with Graham in private.
Sure, I was just leaving. Holy shit, what was that about? Oh, Graham's the asshole. Anyway, Wednesday! As you start to ponder why Penny hasn't met up with you yet for lunch, you realize you have an unread text.
Meet me at JoJo's after class. Ian says they have extra sandwiches.
You head out, anxious and afraid what may or may not develop. The cafe awaits, the promise of free sandwiches, singing a siren song to your collegiate budget. You're unable to fully focus on the free meal awaiting you as you remember the menacing look in Graham's eyes.
Jeez, James, took you long enough. What's going on, dude? You look stressed out. Explain what's been happening between you and Alex.
Well, my professor...
I knew it. He's extorting you for sexual favors.
No, of course not. Listen. You explain to your friends the things that have transpired between you and Alex. Without going into too much detail, you remark on what happened during your racquetball game in the gym and just now in his office.
Don't say it, Ian. Did you see my lips move, Penny?
You shouldn't be too hard on yourself. You just came out recently. I bet leaping into an entirely new dating scene isn't exactly a cakewalk.
Well, I did get involved with a professor right off the bat, so yeah, I guess I kind of sort of shot for the moon.
Yeah, he's definitely a higher level character. You're the noob level, one halfling
Paladin.
Shut up, I know what I'm talking about. Who brazenly decides to tackle a level 19 lich. I could have said paladin, it's just much harder in a New Jersey accent.
Yeah, you've got, no equipment or skills. Aside from maybe the worst weapon ever, a sling. And some worn leather armor that would barely protect you from puny little level 1 rats.
Ew, I hate rats. Why are there so many rats in RPGs? Is it some kind of running gag?
Yes, it is. Okay, already.
Well, I guess you could at least move on now, right? And drop the torch you've been carrying for your professor.
Yeah, except I don't know. I think I stepped into the middle of something. You share your sense of unease over the girl in the locker room, as well as Graham's unexpected visit today. The redhead, I almost think she was taking photos of Alex and me. But that would be way too crazy, right?
What? Huh. I wonder what's up between Graham and your professor. I don't know, Penny. James not really involved with this, and he doesn't need to be.
True, I've got so much on my plate right now. Maybe I need to focus on graduation and not get involved.
Are you kidding? I think it would be prudent for James to find out what's going on, see you around and all that. I'll get a little investigation underway. Whatever, just keep me out of this. Well, James, should I start the investigation? It's up to you if you want me to pursue this.
You reflect for a moment. Midterms are approaching. You've got a ton of work to do. If you decide to get involved with Alex's affairs, you're going to have to stop spending time on anything else aside from school.
Let us
Yes, find out what's
going
going on, Penny.
Yes.
What exactly are you planning to do, though, Penny?
Don't worry, it's nothing illegal. And if it is, it won't be traceable. I think.
Oh, tech students. The power of ethical hacking, which is a class I flunked out of. Almost all of it was machine direct, though.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Never give people access to your computer unless you explicitly want them to have access to your computer. Anyways, Thursday! Betty has news when she meets you for lunch. Wow, that's fast.
So get this. There is a Graham Coxburn in the biochemistry department.
Coxburn, huh? That explains a lot.
He's apparently some kind of big deal around Orlin. Some research project he was working on last year was supposed to bring in a lot of grant money for the university, from drug companies and stuff. Millions of dollars.
So he's in the same department as Professor Davies?
Yep, Division of Biological Sciences.
Wondered what's up with the animosity between them. Maybe they're competing for tenure?
From what I hear, academia is a veritable sneak peek of Machiavellian scheming in politics. I'm pretty sure a New Jerseyan accent would not say that, but
From Machiavellian.
Machiavellian. I mean, she probably isn't New Jerseyan. I don't know, for some reason, sometimes some of the things that come out of her mouth say very, like, northeast, very, like, heavy accented, like, dudette woman.
Hmm.
But anyway, Alex just probably grabbed his salt shaker without asking or something.
Friday! You give your presentation when you catch a professor checking your phone. You hack a cough and shoot her a dirty glare. You've finally got some downtime this weekend. In terms of your studies, you're doing average. You've been feeling pretty distant from Penny lately. You and Ian, though, are getting along great, and finally you have $200 in savings. How will you spend your extra time?
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to feel distant from Penny, but I want to get studying, so it's like,
So, study.
I guess.
You start studying for your midterms. Things are starting to get crazy with school. You've got midterms this week. You haven't got much time for anything else. It's time to buckle down. It's time for your anatomy lecture. You take a seat and wait for Alex to arrive. A minute passes. 5 minutes. 15. No sign of Alex. The students around you begin to fidget. Not that they have absolutely been hiding the fact that they have been this entire time. Alex usually arrives early and starts lecturing promptly on the hour. It's unheard of for him to be 5 minutes, much less 15 minutes late. Just as a few students start collecting their things to leave, you hear the door open behind you.
Excuse my tardiness, class. Let's get started on the central nervous system.
He clears his throat and starts the lecture.
But first, I'd like to talk about the idea that the human body is a marvelous machine. An illustration of nature's beauty, as evidenced by all of its complex systems developed and adapted over millions of years. The glorious Mother Nature has laboriously perfected over time. That idea is total bullshit.
Whoa.
You'd think the Prodi could protect itself against tiny, insignificant, nearly invisible threats. But one minuscule thing can take you the hell down. One anomalous, idiosyncratic,
organism can throw the whole operation into a devastating tailspin from which we'll never recover.
You, along with the entire class, fidget uncomfortably. Is this on the test? It wasn't in the reading this week.
My dear, life is a series of tests for which you will never be fully prepared. Get used to it.
1 ranty hour later. Without pausing to speak to any of his students, Alex picks up his bag and makes a beeline for the door. The class watches him leave, shell-shocked. For the next few days, a cloud of anxiety looms over you. You don't know what's going on, but whatever it is, it's bad. You get through your midterms. You think you did decently enough. You'll only be able to rest easy for a night or two, though. You have a paper coming up. Saturday, it's Saturday.
James, get the hell up.
Oh god, please tell me you don't want me to beta test at this hour.
Nah, I like to give my testers their weekends off before crunch time rolls around. Yeah, you don't want to crush their will to live too early in the process.
Okay, so what the heck are you waking me up for? Did you hack into the college mainframe?
No. I just found something in this week's edition of the college paper. Brace yourself.
Penny tosses a copy of the University Gazette at you. You yawn and stretch as you grab the paper, still groggy from sleep. What you see wakes you right up. The paper is already opened to an op-ed piece. Graham's photo glares at you from the column which he wrote. The title of the article is Keeping Predators Out of Pedagogy. What the hell is this?
Just read it.
Your jaw nearly unhinges itself as you read the column. It's hard to focus with your hands trembling like this, but you read enough snippets to get a sense of the whole thing. Orland's current policies governing teacher and student sexual policies are vague and ill-defined. Unequal power dynamics challenge the integrity of the teaching situation. How odd that our administration doesn't see fit to re-examining existing policies which amount to a mere slap on the wrist. Severe disciplinary action should be given in circumstances of consensual sexual relations, leading to dismissal of teachers who violate the policy. You look up at Penny in shock. I don't believe this.
Looks like somebody is trying to get somebody fired. This is awful. What the heck do I do?
Yeah.
I've got an idea, James. That girl you keep seeing at the gym? Maybe she'll be there again today. She has to be involved with this somehow, right? If we can corner her, we can probably wring some answers out of her.
Wring some answers out of her, eh?
We can do bad cop, worse cop routine.
You mean the good cop, bad cop routine?
Not the way I do it. I'm from Jersey. We do it my way. Okay, you should look inconspicuous. So get your gym bag. Let's do this. Fine, let's go.
Fine, give me a second here.
Operation Snake Trap is go. All units assume position on my mark. We swarm, I say. So be ready, damn it.
On my mark we swarm. Swarm, I say. Be ready, damn it. Penny.
Whoops, got a little carried away there.
Swarm! Half an hour later. Wait a second, I just realized something. Where's your gym bag?
My gym bag? Please, James. I don't stoop to exercise. My primary activities are intellectual. Time spent in the gym is time taken away from creating more amazing apps.
What the hell are you gonna do at the gym if that girl doesn't show up? Spot me?
Oh, since Brofinder's in beta, I have to test tanning spray on some of the shirtless guys in there. For some reason, version 3.0 still turns the nipples blue.
Let's pretend we're strangers when the security guard escorts you out, okay? You watch Penny wander off in search of shirtless dudes. Instinctively, your head turns toward the racquetball courts. No sign of Alex today. You're not surprised, but it does nothing to alleviate your growing anxiety. Anyway, you don't feel like doing anything aside from heading to the pool this morning. You figure it'll be nice to just lose yourself in the water. The pool is empty this morning. Normally it would be just the way you like it, but all you can think about is Graham's article. It only deepens your sense of paranoia that you're still under surveillance. You swim lap after lap, trying to lose yourself in the exertion, instead of growing relaxed, you feel creeped out. You have this dark, nagging feeling that someone is watching you. You float on your back, telling yourself to calm down. After all, you're the only one here. As you drift towards the edge of the pool, you see a blur of red moving in the distance out of the corner of your eye. You immediately right yourself in the water just as she slips out of the room, proving you were not, in fact, alone. Hey! You shout, but she's gone. Just then, Penny wanders through the door. You swim as fast as you can to the edge of the pool. Penny, that girl, she just ran out of here!
The redhead? That was her? I think she's heading towards the exit.
Go stop her now! We'll catch up with you. I gotta get some shoes on.
I'm going.
Just do it before she disappears! Penny gestures out of the room. You manage to slip it into your pants and sandals as you run down the hall. You burst through the exit of the gym. Penny stands outside, peering into the distance. She doubles over, panting, unused to physical exertion. It's obvious the red-headed girl is long gone. Damn it! Where'd she go?
She's gone. But no worry, James. I have a photo.
Good job, Penster. Oh, look, you even gave her a tan.
I didn't have time to switch off the app. In any case, I'm assuming she's still panting. This will make it easier to find out who she is. Look, that girl is somehow connected to Graham. I'm sure of it. This is so exciting, James. I bet you he's the type of guy who would sell body parts to medical schools. We'll probably uncover Graham's secret corpse farm.
Oh, jeez. Hey, you finally got some downtime this weekend. In terms of your studies, you're doing pretty well. You've been feeling pretty distant from Penny lately, surprisingly. Recently, you and Ian are getting along great, and finally you've got $200 in savings. What will you do with your extra time this weekend?
Let us, since you promised that old lady to invite Penny along, let's go.
Oh, why not? You and Penny would be loving the evening stroll through the park, except the Pomeranian's rabid aggression towards other walkers, bicyclists, skateboarders, strollers, other dogs, and palm trees is ruining the vibe. Penny suggests that you stop and ask Pomeranian to stop being so rude. You counter that dogs don't listen to reason, least of all Pomeranians, and the best course of action would be a gentle swat to the dog's haunch to issue a stern rebuke. In the interest of pacifism, you allow Penny to attempt her method first. She tells the Pomeranian, whose name is Schnuffles, but whom you will ultimately wind up referring to as Fuckface McShitstain, that pulling is not nice, that the huffing shows a lack of manners, and that everyone would enjoy themselves more if he would relax a little bit. Schnuffles cocks his head, trying to understand Penny's words, but then sees a nearby piece of trash blow by. He starts screaming, a genuine dog scream, something like a bark, but higher pitched and sustained. While screaming, Schnuffles begins jumping in small, tight circles. The screaming and the jumping in the general unexpected chaos triggers something that is instinctive in you. You immediately reach down and land a stern swat on Schnuffles' butt, and not on his haunch or lower back as you intended. Unfortunately, the motion of his jump and the rotation are such that your hand literally touches his butt, including your index finger contacting the outside of his soft, warm butthole. Schnuffles does not like this, or maybe Schnuffles really likes this. Whatever the reason.
Oh my god.
Schnuffles lets loose, spraying a splatting of shit like an almost empty squeeze ketchup bottle in the hands of a hungry man down to his last few French fries. Ugh, that is not a good image to combine with this. Shit is flying through the air, hitting your pants leg, your shoes. Penny! The sidewalk looks like the first few drops of a thick brown rain have just fallen. You and Penny freeze, motionless, silent, trying to find the right thought to bring equilibrium back to your realities. But there is no right thought. Nothing makes this better. Nothing will ever be the same as you and Penny look at each other, realizing that you are now shit people, that you will never be fully clean again, and that one of the last vestiges of your innocence has been stripped away from you by a Pomeranian named Schnuffles. Ah!
Presence of feces, your relationship is improved with Penny.
Oh my god. I knew it was coming, but it's a wild ride each fucking time.
Anyway.
Oh boy. You have a major paper due this week. Monday! So, I'm gonna say we will cut off here and continue right away in the next episode. Yeah, there's some big stuff coming. Can't wait for that. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to see more from us. Hit the notification bell for notifications as to when I go live or when I upload an episode. Check out Andrew's channel for all the stuff that he does. Like, we have a bunch of playlists of all the rest of the coming on top stuff. The rest of 2GaysPlay stuff. Our recordings of the 2Gays streams. Those are all really fun. I would suggest Night in the Woods. It was the first 2Gay stream, but I mean, it was always really, really
It's
fun.
fun.
Just be willing to skip the first few minutes because Andrew usually was a little slow to be ready.
Sometimes it happens.
Yeah, because I always kind of sprung it on him last minute.
Yeah.
But oh well. Anyways, that should do it. Thank you so much for watching all this time. This is Guy Smith, and
Andrew B.
signing off. Until next time, take care. We'll see you guys. Bye!